everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I wanted to film something that's kind of like a continuation of a previous video. I guess it'll be like a part 2 of no excuses. Now my first no excuses video was about like no excuses to start something that you've always wanted to start like a business or whatnot, and how there's and that how nowadays with social media and YouTube and just the internet in general, like there's no excuse to not start anything that you always wanted to do because you have all the information literally at your phone, your fingertips. And so I decided maybe want to do a part 2 of that video is because I realized after downloading TikTok and there's Instagram's version, which is the Reels, like you can get so much reach now. It's crazy. Like one of my latest Reels reached over like 1,500 people in counting. And it's just nuts that like people are getting seen and found more way faster now because of these apps. Like there's no real algorithm yet. Like you notice that with like Instagram and YouTube, they just find what you follow and like the most, I guess, and they just kind of repeat like those same 30 or 40 people at that. But now with like TikTok and then Instagram Reels, they you can reach more people that you don't follow, that you don't like their posts or whatever or whatnot. And so it's like, yeah, take advantage of that. And that's my whole basis of this part 2 of the no excuses, is to use those apps to your advantage before they do something to where you can't get as much reach. And my following on I have 2 accounts, and then I have my jewelry page. Now the jewelry in my second Instagram that I made, I think last year or 2 years ago, is public. So I noticed that once I started doing the reels, this looks a little off or different with the lighting because I had to delete some footage because my memory card, I guess, was full. So anywho, I don't even remember what I was saying. So I was saying to take advantage of the TikTok and Instagram reels because it's helping with growth. So that's the basis of this video of part 2 no excuses, is to use social media, aka TikTok and Instagram Reels, to grow your following, to build your following for your business that you want to grow and promote. Now also, what I noticed that is kind of talked about but not really is Pinterest. I've been using Pinterest, and real quick, like I will show visuals of my TikTok and my Instagram and my Pinterest. Like I'm, not all day, every day, but not all day. I really work on just posting everywhere. Like you just have to. Pinterest is like a search engine. It's like Google. It's different than, Instagram. It's not just a bunch of pictures. Um Obviously, like Instagram and TikTok, they have links to everything, but Pinterest is just a little bit different. It's its own website, and it was really, I think, I don't know what came first, Instagram or Pinterest, but maybe around the same time. Because Pinterest, you look up anything, and it has a different reach than Instagram as well. Because it's not like following and then following me back. You just follow these pages that you get ideas for, you know, nails, hairstyles, recipes, and I feel like Pinterest was before Instagram with that feature, because with Instagram you couldn't always, swipe up, or yeah, you can use hashtags, but you had to follow that specific person. And also you couldn't always follow hashtags. That's like a newer feature. But Pinterest, you could just, how do I dot dot dot, how to dot dot dot, show me background pics, aesthetic and all that. Pinterest was the first to really be doing that. And I've been using it to my advantage. And then I've been, just going down this rabbit hole with like videos of how to use Pinterest to grow, your business. And you pin it. Well, the trick is, or the tip is to get a business account through Pinterest, not a personal, because I only had my personal for a while. But then I learned the real thing. Then I learned not to use your personal Pinterest page. You need a business one. This way you can track your your stats, your clicks, your views, and all of that stuff, just like Instagram. You can track your numbers or inside or whatnot. Same with Pinterest. And I pin everything. I pin all of my Instagram posts and Etsy posts, and then of course it's hashtagged and all that. And I can see who clicks on it. And again, I will post me doing that, or I'll try to do that. How to pretty much link everything to go to either spot. And by doing all this, it is for sure to grow. It takes time and consistency, like anything that you want to do. And I know with YouTube, like once I post consistently, at least starting once a week and then moving up to twice a week, then I will significantly see a spike. I know I will. It's just, I know that. And there's plenty of people in the past that say this. As soon as they stop posting once every month or 2 months, as soon as they just sit down and upload consistently, you notice a spike in their growth. That's what I plan to do. And I've already seen it with my social media, that it's growing with the only consistency, but using other social media accounts to your advantage. And so with that, that's number one, using social media the right way. And the second thing as a hashtag no excuses is to take advantage of people coming out with courses. Now, before anyone says or thinks that, courses can be a waste of money and a lot of that information you can look up. This is true, because I thought this as well. I thought they're just, marketing, and what I noticed with their little trick or that marketing, there's only this much on sale for X amount of time for X amount of people. And we know dang well that it is not the case. They say that to get you to buy, but then in a day or two later, it will still be marked down to that low price. It's typical marketing. I get it. And not to say I fell for it, but with a course or membership that I had purchased in the past, it works. They're making money. And again, to my point with these courses, it's information. It's information that they took their time to research and test out themselves to sell to you, not only for their business and profit, but it's to help you. It's to help you save time. Now, for an example, I recently purchased a business credit course. I will link her on the screen and down below, called Ellie Talks Money. And I found her, first example, Reels. I found her through Instagram Reels. And I didn't like or share her things. I just kept seeing her pop up because she was consistent with posting on Reels, posting in doing Instagram lives a lot. She puts in the work and does this a lot. Her growth has grown a lot. It is in the 6 figures and growing. She has probably almost 200K by now Instagram followers. Like every time I go on our page, it goes up. It's insane. It's like, how do you sleep, girl? Like, you got kids and you're doing lives late at night, and but good for her. And I'm mentioning her because, again, I love her hustle. I love her aesthetic, her business, her story. Just just go follow her. But to continue with the course of hers that I bought, the business credit, I wanted to purchase this because I started my Etsy business. And quick shout out, I'm wearing the earrings. These just recently sold, which I'm excited for. We didn't really have them, couldn't make that many pairs of these Louis Vuitton Desire Inspired because the seller, I guess, isn't making this leather anymore, which sucks because these are really cute and, you know, they don't look like really fake. They actually look like an LV piece, but we know they're not real because Louis Vuitton doesn't make leather earrings like this, but they are fun and I like them. So anywho, I have the Etsy and then I'm working on my website. And back to the business course I took or bought. Well, I guess you could say I took it. I watched the videos and then she has like printouts of, you know, grants and a checklist of what to do. So again, I could have spent hours and hours of my time to look up the information because she says a lot of this information in her Instagram lives and in her reels, you know, just shortened down, but those go away. Like some of them she saves and some of them she doesn't, the Instagram lives. And it's like sometimes you just need everything laid out, all the information laid out for you, and you can later go back to it. And that's why I purchased it, because for one, you know, she has it at a certain price. But you know, once you get that following, once you know the value that you're putting out, it will go up eventually. And you got a lot of information, a lot of links, pretty much tells you like you're in, you know, elementary, like you do A, B, and C. It's pretty much laid out for you. And I get it. A lot of these courses, you know, some of them, so I get it. Some of them aren't created equal. Like some of them, like you buy it, whether it's a lot or not, you're like, dang, like I could have, this wasn't laid out really good, and feel like their information wasn't presented in a certain way until I understand it, and you know, I could have looked this up myself. I get it. But with hers, I liked because, again, it was a lot of information and, you know, everything was step by step. So I know what to do to monetize my business, my future business, which right now it's on Etsy, but I'm planning to do a website. And that's what she says, like in her lives. Like she gives you snippets of it to make you want to buy her course. So you can't blame her or any other people that are, you know, creating content and then, you know, making money off of it because they're providing a service for money. You know, nothing's free in this world, guys. There's just no. And she took the time to create this and charges such that, and should charge what she charges. Again, back to the title of the video, no excuse. Now that I have purchased this course, that I have all of the information I need to monetize my business, the first thing is to get a website. Now, again, there's no excuse not for me not to get a website because there's so many videos, whether for free on YouTube or you pay like on one of those websites, or what are those websites where you can pay to learn a skill like Fiverr or Upwork or I'll link it. You guys know what I'm talking about. Those websites that don't really cost too much to learn a skill or how to do something like web design, or step by step how to learn how to start up a website. So I say all this to say is that there are so many resources out there to start whatever it is that you want to start, whether it be a skill or a business. If we learned anything last year, that things can change. And not only for the worse, but for better. There are people, like I'll take Ellie for example, the business credit course that I took from her. Just an example of a backstory on her. She was divorced. She was laid off of her 6-figure job. She was in business consulting. So she took what she knew as a business consultant, selling insurance and all of that, to monetizing that information and more. And not having to use really her money, but other people's money, like she likes to say, with business credit. She took what she knew and is using her credit to leverage that business and more. So there you go. All this information to do what you want with it is up to you. Now again, going back to her story, divorced and single parent of 4 kids. Now I only have one. I can imagine like being a single mom to that many kids. But it's like that Chris song, Look at Me Now. I'm gonna shut me off again, saying it was overheating because it is on my ring light. Rewind. Basically, this young lady Ellie that I'm talking about, I bought her business credit course, and that I've just seen the growth without even following her for that long. She again was a single mom, divorced with 4 kids, and she's just leveling up with the things that she is charging us in her course, which is to build wealth and build your business using business credit, and telling you the steps to do that. Now, one of them, the first one, is to have a website, and then once you have your website, you can start the steps to get your LLC, and that comes with tax benefits and write-offs and how to apply for business credit, but you need an LLC or an S Corp. Now, if you're interested in learning more about that, again, I'll link here down below, and then maybe you'll purchase a course yourself. Again, with social media, with these TikToks and Instagram reels, is to make money online. Like, there's so much money. Everyone's just sitting on money right now, whether you have some sort of talent. I like to talk. I like to talk. I like to make videos. I want that to make money, okay? And I like to make things like jewelry and crystals. I want to make money off of that. So yeah, guys, there's money to be made, and there's ways to build a skill, whether you're not trying to make money, but I am. And so hopefully you guys get some tips from this video, as far as the no excuses as to just grow either as a person or in your business. I plan on growing because I just don't have time to dedicate my life to a company that can just let me go like that. I am trying to build and leverage wealth and build generational wealth, and now is the time to get started. Now is the time to have no excuse, because all of the information is there. You just have to type, go on your phone, and it's all literally at your fingertips. So I'm going to end with that. Again, great people online that know what they're talking about, and you can just kind of see for yourself. You can just see without buying anything that they're legit, and what in the information that they're saying, whether it be for free, on their Instagram story, or Instagram lives that they're not getting paid for, they're just doing it. You can see how genuine, and that can determine whether or not their course or product is worth buying. And everyone loves authenticity. And I know, like, a lot of people, like, can come off as authentic but not really. But for the most part, you can really tell who's authentic and real, and genuinely wants to help people, because they'll, a lot of times they'll share what they know at no cost. They just like to share it, like myself. I'm not getting paid for any of this, so whether I was or wasn't, I would still share a lot for free, because I just like to help people. If it wasn't for me, no, if it wasn't for people, for if it wasn't for people putting themselves out there, being vulnerable and authentic, that person I learned from them wouldn't be able to teach the same thing to other people, if that makes sense. It's like, the circle of life, like people, get inspired from others, and then those people that are inspired inspire other people, and then those people, it just continues. And that's why I like to film and share things, because it inspired me to do that for myself, and then hopefully can inspire others to get started, do that for themselves, not just for a business, but just to better themselves, as a person in real life. Like, basically, you're not the only one that feels lost or doesn't know what to do with certain things. And it takes people to share that you're not the only one, and that you can do it too. Like, we're in your corner. We're your cheerleaders. That you got to start from somewhere, and we will give you the tools to get there. So with that being said, I am going to leave it at that. Again, I will link everything down below, as far as my social media, my Etsy, my Pinterest, and all of that. Plus the young lady I mentioned with the business credit, because there is money that is waiting for you to leverage the life that you want. So again, I will link everything down below, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.